but I appreciate you pointing it out to me. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Monday night, June 24, 2024. I do hear my echo, very small, and just turn that down a little bit. It is Ken Stott Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Stott Live. I'm not going to move the chair or the camera. I'm just going to shrink down because I am physically beat. The heat got to me today playing golf.
John Williams said, "Hey Ken."
Hello, John. SpeakerBot's working. I got confirmed. Thank you so much for that. We have William, Dawson, Rich, Sam, Darren, Greg, and Chris already joining us in the Zoom homies room. Zoom, whatever you want to call it.
OneFish26 said goodbye, Ken.
Yeah, let's end the stream after 2 minutes. I have no problems with that. I could probably go in there and sleep straight through till tomorrow. I am beat. The heat just got to me. I almost gave up after 9 holes. But then we took about a 20-minute break in the air-conditioned clubhouse, and we actually finished 18 holes. And once again, I played better on the back 9, did the front 9, and it was a disaster. Just like my cousin Forrest, that's all I got to say about that. Looks like Tony Wallow has figured the memberships out, and he gifted one
John
to BH
Williams
Ringer.
said put Alex in the waiting room.
Well, we'll do that once we get an Alex to put in the waiting room. Alex is not here. Now, is that going to... All right, where's my pop at chat? Man, I am struggling right now. Let's try this again. Let's see here. See, there we go. Tony Wallow gifted 1 Ken Stott Live memberships, and he gifted that to BH Ringer. That is super cool, Tony. And he also joined a little bit later himself to the homie level. So that's good. And he said he figured it out. I think I saw something about he was looking for it on his phone and found it on the PC. I have not looked on the phone. I do know there's a way to find the link to put it in the description. I found that early this morning and I lost it. So I'll find it again and get it put in the description. At least it's my understanding you can do that. I did want to talk about memberships tonight, but it looks like they're being slowly but surely figured out. So now I do have a question. I don't know if BH Ringer's still here. Maybe Sam knows this. I don't know. Excuse me. Am I allowed to gift memberships for free to other members, or do I got to pay myself to give memberships out to other people?
I am not sure. I don't think you can give out free I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's why I'm asking.
So my experience is, especially with larger channels, sometimes is it 10 free per month?
Yeah,
but
sometimes it's 10 free per month, but who can give? Okay, so I know it's in increments of 5 and 5. I got that. I understood that, but I haven't figured out.
I think you can give them out because one of the larger channels that I'm part of has memberships, and the channel owner occasionally will give out a chunk of gift memberships.
I will have to look into it some more then. Susan Morjohn, proud single mom from the Philippines, joins us. Hello, Susan.
Tony Wallow said put Alex in the waiting room.
Oh my goodness. Alex is here within the matter of seconds. And let's see if the command works. It's supposed to be after 5 seconds of that command. It looks like it works. I can't believe I got that right on the first attempt of figuring that out. My goodness. And he comes
Tony
back.
Wallow said cool.
All right.
I don't think that actually worked the way you was wanting it to.
I put you in the waiting room, so it worked exactly how I wanted it to. Unfortunately, you're right. It brought you back a little too fast. I'm going to have to work on the timing of that a little bit longer. That is a little bit too long. So, anyway. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
He goes in the waiting room and then he says, I don't think that works the way you wanted it to work.
I noticed that, Chris. I did notice that.
I mean, I don't think there's a way to put me in the waiting room by voice.
We're gonna change your name to Insert Foot in Mouth. Did you not just see that Tony Wallow said?
John Williams said put Londog in the waiting room.
And then you clicked the button when you saw his.
I most certainly did not click a button. I spent 4 hours working with SpeakerBot and StreamerBot today, and this is something I wanted to accomplish on my own. And I'm doggone proud that I got that working. All right, here we got. I saw a message. I was going to read it and it disappeared. I'll come back. Well, Long Dog can't be put in the waiting room because he's not on Zoom. He can be timed out in chat, but he cannot be put in the waiting room. So I wanted to try something here, live and unrestricted. I'm going to go over to my monitoring monitor. I'm going to click on the $sign. I have. You guys probably have the same thing, but not like I'm special. I have super stickers, super chat, membership,
Engrish,
and membership gifting. I'm going to click on membership gifting. Gift free of charge. I have 10 memberships left to gift. Gift 5 now. So that answers that question. That was easy to answer. So before tonight's stream, I should put a poll. I should create a poll on who should get the first 5 free memberships. Now I will, full disclosure, my first free membership was going to go to Tony Wallow, but he beat me to the punch and he bought a membership. That he was going to be the first one. After that, the next 4 were just going to be a toss of the coin. Oh boy. Well, I feel like Doug does. I got a migraine coming on. I'm going to go.
That steak went to your head. That steak went to your head. Made your brain mush.
I brought half of that steak home. This is becoming a good thing. Starting to eat less and less food. Now, if I can just get my baby out of my stomach, then that would be great as well. Weight keeps going down. Stomach
Tony
keeps
Wallow
getting
said,
bigger.
sorry, homie.
Oh, you're good, Tony. I appreciate it.
I say we give Kerry Holzman a free membership. Stop.
Oh my gosh.
Really.
No. That's not going to happen.
Well, the good news, I was saying about yesterday's video. On yesterday's church video, they didn't record the audio correctly. But the good news is, I checked the file size, and the file size is down to less than a gig.
John Williams said goodbye,
before
Ken.
you ran it through DaVinci to bring it back down?
Before, because
it's got to be lower. Don't have no audio.
But I changed the resolution on the phone. It has audio, but the audio is through the phone.
I thought you said yesterday that there was no audio because they forgot to turn on the button or something like that.
They forgot to plug the microphone in, the receiver, into the bottom of the phone, or the transmitter into the bottom of the phone, so they didn't get good audio, but there is audio.
Okay.
But it's down to less. It's down to like less than a gig. So for the video, with no DaVinci, I just changed the resolution to 480 by 720 on the phone.
It actually worked. Another thing, I'm going to verify that one worked. I may not have that one exactly set up right, but it looked like it worked. I have a couple other things with SpeakerBot and StreamerBot that I want to try, but it's going to take some time, and I probably am going to have to get Sam to help me out on it. But I'm going to attempt to do it first by myself, kind of like Ghetto, Tim, Bobby. I'll attempt to do it by myself, screw it up, and then I'll reach out to the Doug of the StreamerBot world, which is Sam, and he'll bail me out. Maybe we'll do a live stream of it. I don't know. Take a wild guess. Here's a little bit of trivia for you. How many videos did I do last week? Live videos. Live streams. Don't go look it up, Alex. Take a guess. Too late. He's already Googling it.
14.
I'll guess about 7.
Chris Garrett says 7. Long Dog says 8.
I'm gonna say 14.
I say
You
11.
Googled it, Alex. You cheated.
No, I did.
I can see the reflection in your eyes.
It's
in your
simple
glasses.
math. It's simple math, Ken. If you do 2 a day,
This
days
ought
a
to be
week,
good.
it's 14.
How do you know I did 2 a day last week? You never watch my channel.
You said take a guess. And I know you always do
Alex
more
is
than
correct.
one.
I actually did 14 live streams last week. The sad thing is, I don't remember doing 14 live streams last week. My weekly statistics came in, and I was shocked to read that I had actually done 14 live streams. So 10 and a half, yeah. Actually, though, it's a little bit closer to 21 because I did all the unlisted and private ones. If I go in and make those public when I was working with StreamerBot, then that would be a huge number. But there's no need in doing that. Those were all very, very, very horrible. Kind of comical at times. So anyway. No
There's
Doug
a new
tomorrow, by
option.
the way. Do what?
There's a new option in Zoom. I just clicked on. Under the React menu, the little heart. It's in the center bottom of my screen. That you can play a chime. You can play a chime if somebody raises their hand.
I'm not seeing that option. I see raise hand, but I don't see anywhere where it says play a chime somewhere. Okay, Sam raised his hand, and I got the normal pop of the bubble type sound. And he went to the upper left-hand corner. I raised my hand.
That's what it must be because I had to turn it on. That's what it must be.
That's been around for probably.
John Williams said Lorna was wondering where you were when she came home early from work. LOL.
No, Lorna has been with me since 6:30. We went to Walmart, and we went to breakfast first, then we went to Walmart. And very interesting day at Walmart because they don't open their cash registers until 8 o'clock, which means at 8:15 when they opened their cash registers, they were 15 minutes late opening.
Did you see my novel about that?
I have on Messenger.
Messenger, yeah. I wasn't trying to
seen
make
it
excuses
come
for
across
him,
the phone, but I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to make excuses for them, but it's just the way they do.
Well, the bad part was, Chris, is there were 6 of them standing around at the self-checkout area, and we just had way too much to self-checkout. That was not going to happen. And a few things that needed to be looked up, like fruits and vegetables and this, that, and the other. So I was going to have a cashier check me out. At 7:54, I asked. That's when I found out the cash registers don't open until 8 o'clock. And I said, you literally can't make an exception of 6 minutes. And nope, 8 o'clock. Great. 8:03, I went back to the same 3 people that were standing there. I said, I've got 8:03 by my watch. When are the registers going to open that you said would open at 8 o'clock? Oh, we're looking for someone to do that now. We think she took the trash out. Okay, I get it. 8:15. Woman come walking in off the street, literally, in the front door, off the street, and right to the cash register. I was so upset. You know how many managers work at Walmart in the morning?
9.
0. You're correct. 0. I asked to speak to a manager. Sir, we don't have any. Do you have a team leader? I'm not sure. It gets worse. I said, what is your general manager's name? I don't know. Why? Well, I'm going to file a complaint with Walmart, with the corporate office, and I'd like to know his or her name, and I'd like to know it. Oh, I don't know the information to get a hold of the corporate office. That's not what I asked you, lady. I asked you for your general manager's name. Your boss. He's your boss, or she's your boss. Oh, let me go. I have to go ask about that. I said, never mind. I never.
You should have asked
Tony
Alex to
Wallow said
work.
try
at
different
A lot of
Walmart.
times they'll have a sign up in some Walmart showing the photo
Yeah.
and the name of the general manager.
I have found those to be 50-50 as far as accuracy goes.
Well, that's probably true enough.
Indiana might be different. I don't know.
Does it say on the receipt? Sometimes it says on a receipt.
I don't know, Chris. I'll have to look at the
Yes.
receipt. I didn't even think about that. By contrast, when we went to the Asian store, there was no problems whatsoever. The cash register light was on. There was nobody there. We walked up, and as soon as we got there, somebody literally appeared out of nowhere to ring us out. So
Did you see
yeah,
them bring
John's
a
right.
till?
We need to try a different Walmart. We really do.
Did you see them bring the tills out, Ken?
I
That
did not
probably
see
wa-
that. The
That
lady just walked up.
already
And,
had tills.
I think it was already there because she just walked up, pushed a couple buttons, and then took all and scanned all of her stuff.
Well, if they had the tills, there's no excuse why one of them couldn't bring you up.
Well, the sad part was we were getting a little tired of waiting, so I made a decision that they could check us out at the self-checkout, which would have taken forever because it just, you know how those are. So I asked the lady, I said, the lady you all go offer to check us out at the self-checkout, I would like someone to check us out at the self-checkout. She walks over to this young male guy, that's Chinese. And she said, this gentleman would like you to check him out. And he said, and I quote, I'm not going to do that. That's not my job. It's a good thing my ass was sitting on a little writing thing, because if it wasn't, I probably would have been in his face in about 3 seconds, and I probably would have went to jail. Mrs. K was twice as pissed as I was, if you can imagine that. Oh, by the way, she's from Korea now. She's changed countries. She's no longer from Vietnam.
So if you call me from jail, if I get a collect call and it says collect call from Ken in Indianapolis jail or whatever, does that mean that I'll have to pay the fee to be able to talk to you?
Well, number
Or
one,
you
I
have
wouldn't
to
call
pay
you
the
from
fee?
jail. You don't take collect calls on your phone. And if I'm calling you to bail me out of jail, there's no hope left.
How do you take collect calls on your cell phone? Because that's something I've never had to do before.
It's been so long since I've done it, I don't remember how it's done, but it can be done.
In the era of cell phones and jails, unfortunately, I can tell you exactly how this works.
Yeah, I can almost go down that road too,
Typically,
though.
there is a company that provides telephone services to inmates. And if you want to receive phone calls from an inmate, you set up an account with them and you put
Right.
money on it. And they can call you direct without you taking a collect call until the money runs out. And then you have to
Right.
put more money in.
Yep.
And the bad thing is, those are very
really
expensive
expensive.
per minute, and they take advantage of poor people, of poor families who are primarily the ones who have relatives in jail.
Exactly.
It's a
You
goddamn
couldn't have
fact.
said that any better than I did, or could have, because you are right. You are
Ken,
correct.
even if that guy was not trained to work on a register, he still said that in a rude way.
He was in the area of the self-checkout. He knows how to run the register. He's the guy that if you look 21, don't look 21, he's going to ask you for your ID card and then put the code in to allow you to buy alcohol or cigarettes. He just didn't want to do it.
And you know what
He
the
was-
code
he
is? I watched the person very closely.
Alex,
Right,
I got a
okay.
request for you. When you're going to talk, please be sitting in front of the microphone and not wheeling away or wheeling back into the picture. Just hold your thoughts till you get up there.
Ken, I don't remember. I don't look at the people.
Tony
that
Wallow
that
said
much.
put Alex in the
Are most
waiting
of them wearing
room.
a name tag of some sort?
It worked again. Yes, his name was L-I-N. And yes, he was Asian. And yes, he was
Well, that's
probably
fine.
20
I
years
don't care
old.
what it is, but if you got the guy's name, I would certainly include that in the complaint.
Oh, I'm going to. I don't know. It frustrated me. Hey, it worked again. This is getting
Yeah.
good. I like this. All
His
that
name
hard
was
work.
Alex Sheik.
Yeah, our Walmart,
Yeah, really.
the Walmart I go to regularly usually has at least one cashier open all the time. They have two areas for self-check, one near the groceries and one on the other end of the store. When it gets near closing time, the only one open is the one near the groceries.
I can't remember if I took a picture when we were in Plainfield last week at the Walmart we were in. They have no cashier aisles. Everything is self-service, one on one end, one on the other end. But
Now,
there's signs that say if you're not comfortable or don't want to check yourself out, an employee will assist you, check you out at the self-service.
now,
And I see that coming. I see it coming.
I don't know if I saw a sign like that. There's a Walmart Fresh Market or whatever it's called near me too. I don't normally
Right.
go there because I don't buy groceries at Walmart. But they have no cashiers at all.
All
Not even a
self-service.
place for them. It was built to be entirely self checkout. Now they did have 2 and sometimes 3 folks assisting people in that
Right.
area. Now I like the way Costco does the self checkout. Here, the one I go to, there are usually two folks working it. One just route folks in when something's ready, and the other one is right there to scan your stuff and run you through it. I mean, if you've only got a handful of things, I always go there because it's quicker than staying in line at the long lines.
I have seen that.
Now, when they get really busy, the self checkout area has got 3 registers on each side, and they'll have a person on each side helping as well as a guy running them in.
Wow.
A lot of them have self-checkouts with the conveyor belt.
Well, this doesn't have conveyor belts, I mean, and there's a limit to how much you want to go through there with.
Yeah.
But if you've got half a dozen items, boy, it's boom, boom, and you're done.
The
I
other
always ignore
interesting
that
thing
limit.
that happened today was at the Asian store, they've got the little thing you put your card or tap your card or slide your card, whatever that's called. They've got it all the way around it. No cash back. We do not give cash back. Do not use cash back. I mean, it was almost absurd the number of times it says no cash back. I put the card in to pay, and what's the first thing that pops up? Would you like cash back? I found that to be funny.
Yeah,
Well,
the register may automatically say that, but they may not keep any cash there.
Possibly.
The card machine asked that.
Okay, so this is something I don't like. I just gifted 5 memberships. One to Bradley James, don't know him. One to Otis Cauldron, don't know him. One to Costanza the Maj. I do know Costanza. One to April Unplugged. And one to Shy Maria Evans. Or Shay
Do you not get
Maria
to pick
Evans.
who gets them?
I do. No, I wanted to pick who gets them. I didn't get that option. It said gift 5 now. I clicked on gift 5 now thinking it was going to give me a choice of names. And if you look in chat, there are the 5 names that appeared.
Yeah, I saw that. Maybe
I
YouTube
do
is,
not like that. I've got to look into this. So
maybe
We went with
YouTube is pushing that to give it to people you don't know in hopes of getting more people to come to your channel.
they clearly must be subscribed to the channel, though. Otherwise, I don't think they would get them. I don't think it's going to just reach out and go willy-nilly across the big YouTube universe.
And you see the names of your subscribers, I guess.
Only if
That's
they're
only if they allow the names to be shown, right?
correct. If it's public and allowed, yes, I can see the names. I have never seen these names until right now. With the exception of Costanza the Maj, and he's a moderator, so clearly he's been on the show
See
a
what
few
BH
times.
said?
No. Gifted member. Oh. Is it random for everyone, BH? Or.
Tony Wallow said oops.
Yeah, really, I'm telling you, oops. So let's say I'm on Doug's channel, he has membership, and I want to give Alex a membership. Can I buy the membership and gift it to Alex directly? Or how does that work? Just subs.
I don't know.
So that verified what I just thought was the 5 people are subbed to the channel, but I did not know the other 4 until just now. And I apologize for that. I really wanted to be able to give it to Bill and Greg and Darren and Chris Garrett. That were going to be 4 of my 5 tonight.
I've already subscribed.
Right, you're already subscribed, and I think it probably would have told me that, and then I would have went to someone else. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that. That's weird.
I'll be back in a moment. Go get the rest of my supper.
What's up?
That is really weird. What's up, Ghetto?
Mama, I was watching Gary Holtman numbers only today.
Yep.
He was bitching about Studio C, about how he had to redo the 4 because he didn't get the 4 because the guy I got the 4 was all breaking up. And I got an idea in my head.
Oh no.
You
And
gotta go. I thought to myself, what if he's hired me to go over and remodel Studio C for him? Then he wouldn't have to worry about any of it.
Yeah, it'd be all screwed up.
yeah.
Josh, do you have experience in that kind of stuff?
I didn't hear you because the motorcycle was driving by. What?
Do you have experience in construction? I don't think so.
35
Yeah.
years. So BH Ringer is saying you cannot designate on any channel as far as he knows. So, wow, I'm not going to like
Well,
that.
Josh, I will give you this. I think he would rather have you coming over there and doing it rather than having me coming over there and doing it. Because if I come over there and do it, it'd be 600 pounds rolling across this floor, and it'd be messing up everything before he started. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Marlena made a comment that Kerry was in rare form yesterday. I guess he was stressed out.
Just yesterday? Oh, wait, that was a thought. That wasn't supposed to slip out.
Well, you know, I guess she meant more rare than usual. If rarer is a word.
Jim. I got to look into this membership thing. I wanted to give it to specific people. And you're right. Jeff has stepped away, but he's right. It's probably a way to entice people to, oh, I got a free membership and then buy a membership later on. I get gifted memberships all the time, though. So you're telling me these people that are doing it, it's a random willy-nilly type thing? Huh. Somebody's got to call Mrs. K for me and give her the bad news that she did not get one of tonight's 5 free memberships. And she was talking to me about that last night. YouTube should change that. Yeah, I agree. BH. It should be maybe not only to in chat, but maybe a list should come up and say, these are your subscribers. Who do you want to give your free memberships out to? Now, I think I'm going to do an experiment, and I'm going to log in on Mrs. K's channel tomorrow night and buy myself a 99-cent membership to see if then I can maybe specify by buying 5 more memberships, because I think it's limited to 5 when a member is giving it out, I think. And she'll be sitting right beside me. I'm not going to do any of this behind her back. She's gonna know what's going on. I'm laughing at Jim's comment. We're right at 10:30, so I am going to close the show down. If you'd like to join us on the Zoom channel, you know the email, kstoutzz00m@gmail.com. Shoot me an email asking for the credentials or saying you want to join, and we'll get you the credentials. You can join us. Tony Wallow gifted a membership to BH Ringer. Wait a minute. Tony, if you're still in chat, if if you're
Well,
still in chat, were you able to say, I want to give this membership to BH Ringer and BH Ringer only? Thank you, Darren. Thank you for dropping the Gmail for Zoom. I appreciate that. Nova says, let's explore Cybertron. I have no clue what Cybertron is. Keith is here. Hello, Keith. Keith, if you're the same Keith from Doug Betts, let me know in chat, please. Or if you're a new Keith, let me know in chat, please. I know there's a Keith in Doug's chat. Oh, by the way, again, second friendly reminder, no Doug tomorrow. No Doug. Doug is playing hockey or hooky or I forget what he said, but no Doug. Probably not me filling in for him either. I don't know yet.
Jim
And it says not sure,
KJ3N
Looney
said Looney
Tunes.
Tunes.
Yeah, Jim says.
It could be
I
out.
might,
It could be
I might fill
going
in
in
for
for
him.
him.
Oh, Ghetto's going to fill live. Keith is from Doug Betts' Live Windows Dash training. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate you joining us. And what am I looking for here? I'm looking for probably got membership because I was first in chat. There you go. Right, BH. Let's start that. Let's start a war to be first in chat to get a membership. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. But hey, it might work that way. I don't know. I will know more tomorrow night because, like I said, I'm going to actually give her a membership out of my pocket and see if I can do that. Because if I can, then that's a workaround for me. Oh, God, me. Kind of unfair because I will not be first. Yeah, gives you incentive to be first, but I understand. I do understand. And Doug didn't quite grasp my being first today, but I made a comment at the end, and that's going to confuse him even more, but it's all in good humor. So anyway, anybody else got anything before I wrap up the show? I want to thank Tony Wallow for gifting a membership to BH Ringer. I want to thank Tony Wallow for becoming a member. And as time goes on, this may
Tony
grow
Wallow said
into
goodbye,
something.
Ken.
There you go. Got the goodbye Ken exclamation X. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm also going to thank the Zoom homies. Oh, who left? One of the homies left. Who?
No, damn sure. I don't know who it was.
Maybe
I
it
can
was.
see you. I'm still here.
BH Ringer said put Alex in the waiting room.
There it is. One more. And that's the time limit. So Alex is back in the waiting room. We'll end on a good note with Alex in the waiting room. I want to thank the homies. Bill, Rich, Sam, Jeff, Greg, Darren, Chris Garrett, Josh Kinder. If you'd like to join us, check out that link that Darren Gilholm put in, cased out Zoom 00, not 00. Zoom is 00, Z00M. I'm going to become an auctioneer. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. I probably will fill in for Doug. I don't know yet. I need to do 14 a week. After all, I have standards to upkeep. Anybody buys that?